This is our first video here at the Greek Parthenon, life-size, here in Nashville, Tennessee. Built in 1897, designed by Confederate veteran William Crawford Smith.
And yes, we said it was designed by a Confederate officer.
Who is also a Mason.
Who is also a Mason. If you go to William Crawford Smith, you'll see a picture of him on Wiki and in uniform, holding the rebel flag. And it states that when he died, he was given full Masonic funeral. But also under his wiki page, it mentions that this is Centennial Park in Nashville, home of the statue of Athena, the so-called goddess, and
41 foot, 10 inches tall.
Yes, but this park was Centennial Park Exposition. They had a exposition, and during the exposition there were several buildings. This was built along with several other buildings, and it stated that one of the buildings was originally moved to a place in Franklin, Tennessee. And Franklin, Tennessee, the house looks like part White House and part Islamic Dome. And it's on the site, the property is owned by the Knights of Pythias. P is a Paul, Y, Thias. So this whole thing is Masonic, just to let you know.
Alright. So here's a video of the back of the Parthenon. We were on the side over there, we got that corner there. And now we are here's something here. And then on that side down there. And you can see the various pitchforks and horses and all that fun stuff.
Whatever that, which I don't know
right
what it's
in
called.
here.
I'm sure people in the comment section will tell me. What's the name of the half horse, half man? A lot of that on the
Centaur.
Centaur, that's it.
There's that, and then there's the pillars down here. They have construction going on apparently, because you can see the chain link fences. So right, so here we are at the back of the Parthenon. And you can see the ornate things they have up here. This wonderful winged creature that everybody seems to enjoy. That might be a griffin. I don't know. There's another one of those lovely creatures. I think that's a griffin, from what I read. Half lion, half eagle. There it is in all its glory. Woohoo! Yeah! You have William Crawford Smith, a Mason Confederate veteran, to thank for this design. Seems like they'd have to tear it down. Anybody of the Confederacy is bad. Bad, bad, bad. That's a dirty word now. Okay, here we are at a different angle. So now we can see this side over here. We're still in the back.
What does that got to do?
Yeah, this is what the... There you go right there. It's a round concrete ball on a stick. And why do they put a round concrete ball on the stick? To commemorate what the Women's Department discovered in 1897. And what they discovered is that is round can be no rounder. Thank you, Women's Department of 1897, for instilling your great wisdom to us by letting us know with this concrete ball on a stick that it is impossible for them to make something rounder than this. Isn't that brilliant? I'm just in awe over this ball.
But look at the bottom of the sign. What a woman's work is.
Oh, what is a woman's work?
Whatever may be necessary to preserve the sanctity of the home and ensure the freedom of the state. Oh, all the...
So the woman's place is in the home, according to this statute, right?
Oh, don't tell... what are those women called?
Crazy women?
No. What's the women called? I'm not a...
Feminist?
Thank you.
Woman's work, whatever may be necessary to preserve the sanctity of the home and ensure the freedom of the state. So,
oh, the feminists
woman's
would come
work
and tear this down.
is in the home. This is according to the Women's Department of those people right there. You got, let's see, Mrs. Van Leer Kirkman, President, Mrs. John W. Thomas, Mrs. Mary B. Temple, Miss Mary B. Temple, Mrs. Florence K. Drollard, Mrs. Charles N. Grosvenor, Mrs. Robert Weekly, and Miss Ada Scott Rice. They are the ones who told us that the women's work is in the home and that they discovered that you cannot make anything rounder than this. Concrete ball on stick.
On stick.
And this is right outside the Greek Parthenon. So the men made this Parthenon and the woman made concrete ball on stick.
On stick. Of course, you know somebody's going to say, that's a column. There you go.
Okay. Concrete ball on column. It doesn't matter to me. Alright, so this is a new statue. It's coming up here. We think this is of William Crawford Smith, probably the Confederate Mason veteran who designed the Parthenon.
Not the one in Greece, the one right here in Nashville.
Yes, the one in Nashville.
But we can't get up close enough to, and there's no plaque to find out exactly if that is William Crawford Smith. So this is our best guesstimate. based on some of the etchings at the bottom of his podium.
Yeah, let's see. The bottom of the podium. Here is an etching right here.
There's a different one on each side.
This one right there. We'll go down here. Here's the other one. There. And then there are 2 on each side, so it's a total of 8 etchings. And this is the side of the Parthenon.
But that statue has 4 benches. One says mechanical, one says transportation, one says charity, and I can't see, but you got the camera. The 2 benches facing you has something etched on it.
Mechanical, transportation, charity. Yeah, and I got the 2 that was close to me here. And the viewers at home can read that because I can't.
Because it's really sunny.
It looks like that one's ending in INGs. I don't know. And then we've got the one over here. We got that one. There you go. And here is the front part of the statue. And we've got, you say it's looks like a Confederate soldier on his knees?
Kind of. This one right here facing me.
Yeah. And then,
the one that's right in front of him.
And then here are the 2 sayings in front. So.
And just so everybody knows, William Crawford Smith that designed this Parthenon, if you go to Centennial Park, they do not mention his name. If you go to Nashville.gov or .org or whatever, and it mentions the Parthenon, he is not given credit. So to save face and I guess backlash, Centennial Park does not mention his name on their website. They mention another man's name, and the same for the city of Nashville. But if you go to Parthenon if you go to Wiki, it mentions it under William Crawford Smith. I think there's one other place, website that you go to, and it will mention that he is the one, a Confederate soldier that designed the Parthenon right there. And this, and you're like, well, it's supposed to be designed just like the one in Greece. If you go to the pictures, which the one in Greece is under construction too. Well, not construction,
maintenance.
Maintenance, or what are they? I forgot the other word. Anyway,
refurbishing, remodeling,
do something to it. You will notice that the one in Greece is an open air Parthenon. There are no walls, it's just the columns, and Athena is in the middle of it. So this is actually enclosed, and this, per the website, states that Smith, there's 3 levels in this Parthenon, and you go in. I think the first level is like the gift shop and stuff. The second level is a museum of art, and then the third level has Athena on it.
And she is 41 feet 10 inches tall.
All right, this is another panel under the monument, which we think is to William Crawford Smith, who was a Confederate soldier. Well, not really just a soldier. He was, I think, a sergeant or something. He was up in the Confederate Army. And what we didn't mention in the prior 2 videos of this monument was the fact that he actually was an architect. After he got out of, after the Civil War, he became an architect. He designed this Parthenon in Nashville, but he also designed 2 Gothic-looking towers for Vanderbilt University. So, and to mention again, he is a Freemason. The wiki page says he was given full Freemason burial. So, this is all Freemason land right here, people.
We have arrived at the front of the Great Parthenon. You can see the entrance down here. Yeah, I think that probably is Zeus there.
Sitting in the chair.
Sitting in the chair. He gets
on the right hand side, sitting down, is, I'm guessing that is Athena.
Probably. Yeah. And then some other warrior there. Maybe that's Hercules. I don't know. You got all these.
Is that donkeys? Look at the far right end of the triangle. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Are those donkeys? See it right there?
Uh-huh. I don't know.
Because you got the horse over there on the far left with a rider on it. But on the far right, that looks more like donkey heads.
And then they got these war scenes below. So.
Well, they say Athena is the goddess of war. So,
goddess of wisdom.
Well, they also say she's been in a lot of battles.
Yep. Yeah, the statue is supposed to be celebrating her great victory.
Yes.
Victory in Athena.
Oh, no. Don't mess up a great hymn. Just for everybody to realize, we stated in the other videos, we are actually in the Parthenon now. We're going through the museum part. This is a picture of when Nashville had their exposition. And if you noticed, here's Parthenon, but look what else they got. A pyramid. And you can't tell me that's not all Freemason. Come on.
This is according to the sign here. This is a picture of a group of African American school teachers assembling at the state capitol before their visit to the Centennial Exposition on Negro Day.
And that's what's in the sign.
Yeah, I just put it on there.
I know. I'm just making sure everybody knew we were reading what it said.
I just read the signs. This right here is the Rose of Shiraz. Not to be confused with the Rose of Sharon, which is the Lord Jesus Christ. This is Shiraz. So I guess Satan's got a copy, whatever God does, so there you go.